I'm coming. Ooh. What's going on, guys? It's Bob's. Today is Friday, also known as November 17th, 2017. Also known as 2 weeks since the release of the lovely iPhone 10. Now, originally, I was gonna do an unboxing, which I did. I did do an unboxing, actually. What am I saying? When I went to transfer all of my data from my phone to my computer, I, for some reason, decided to wipe my phone by mistake. I just wasn't paying close attention, so it's gone. It's all gone at this time. I lost it all. Instead of reshooting a unboxing, which would be a fake unboxing, I just decided to hold off and do a review of how I feel about the iPhone 10, not X, 10, not X, 10, iPhone 10. Everybody keeps saying X. Stop saying X. It's the 10. Why is it the 10? It's the 10 because it's the 10-year anniversary of the iPhone, which for some reason people still don't get that, but whatever. We skipped 9 because 10 is that significant. But today, I'm just gonna talk about some things that I really like about the iPhone 10 for people who are still considering it or aren't sure if they wanna upgrade to the iPhone 10 or if maybe they should do the iPhone 8, or for those of you who have already heard rumors for next year, maybe you're thinking of waiting for the next launch, which from what I've read so far, there's gonna be 3 new phones, 3 new iPhones, 3 different sizes, and they're all gonna be based off of the looks of the iPhone 10. And if you're a Touch ID fan, it's gone at this point. This is the new user face, is the Face ID. Enjoy your Touch ID while you still have it with your iPhone 8s. Not to talk down the iPhone 8. I know a few people who have received one including my sister, and it's a great phone. It's a great phone. If you're not willing to pay $1,300, then don't buy this. It's whatever is best for you. The first thing I really want to mention is the color. Everybody's talking about the color. I don't know what it is about the silver. Everyone's all about the silver and the white. For me, Apple products, I've always loved black. Black to me on everything just looks so flushed. It's a flushed look. The screen blends nicely with everything. It's the same way with the Apple Watch. It's the same way with my MacBook. I like the space gray. That's just how I went. I have yet to see many people shoot videos of the iPhone 10 in space gray, so that's the one that I have chosen to purchase. And this is so random, but one of the biggest selling points to me is on the white phone, on the silver phone. The edge of it it's legit silver. And I don't know if you can tell here, but the space gray, I don't know what kind of color coding they put on this, but it looks so good in my opinion. I mean, even to the details around the camera. I mean, they even finished it off with the space gray look around the camera lens. I mean, it just looks great. It really does. And I don't know, I mean, I have a friend who told me that he's having trouble selling the gray iPhone 10s. That to me just doesn't make sense. And to be honest, we all put our phones in cases, as everybody knows, so here you go. I have a black phone in a white case. I guess maybe a black phone in a white case, saying that I like the black phone better doesn't make sense, but it's just the contrast. Another huge thing that people are talking about is the notch at the top. For some reason, people don't like the notch. It really doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. This just makes me laugh because with the old phone, I mean, you had a notch at the top, you have a notch at the bottom that has your speaker and your camera, and then at the bottom it has your Touch ID, it has all that going on. So we've been used to a notch. We've had a notch forever. Granted, it's not a cutout, it's not a U shape, but with my thing with the iPhone 10s, especially with the black phones, like I said, they have a flushed look. So when they're not turned on, when the screen is off, it's hard to tell which part of your phone is top, which part of your phone is bottom. So, you know, you find yourself struggling, and before you know it, you're looking at your phone upside down. The notch, it's not, obviously with iPhone 10, there's no home button here, so it's a little bit harder to tell which is top and bottom. With the case, you can kind of tell because cut out for the lightning cable and your speakers and your microphone, but with the notch, I mean, at least that way when you tap, you can see and you can kind of get an idea a little bit quicker of where the top of your phone is, so you can hopefully pick it up upright and know that that's how your phone is. That's how it's supposed to go. The notch is a notch. It's not a big deal. Whatever. I quite enjoy it. I have read rumors that next year they are going to decrease the size of the notch. Again, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Oh, okay. Next thing. This is the one thing that I truly do not like about the iPhone 10. And I guess it's not necessarily the iPhone 10. It's more of a software thing. So maybe they'll change it in future dates. But multitasking is supposed to be easy. Multitasking is supposed to make your life easier to do more than one thing at a time. And for me, on the old iPhone, double tapping on the Touch ID and being able to just immediately swipe up, double tap, swipe, it makes it so much easier than hold, swipe up, hold, swipe up. Like it's just an extra step. Just to show you guys here what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, you hold at the bottom and swipe up. This is gonna bring up your multitasking, and here's all your apps. And from here, you have to, again, press and hold there you get your delete button, and you can either delete or you can swipe up to delete. It's just whatever you want to do. It's an extra step to me. I don't care for it. I really hope that they update it, and I would love if you could just swipe up and then swipe up to delete. Like, I mean, it just makes perfect sense. Obviously, if you're swiping up on the app, you don't want it to be there anymore. It's not for me. So those are just a few things that I found kind of funny that I feel people are annoyed about with a phone. I mean, it's a phone and things change, so just take it for what it is, you know? I mean, I feel like you should enjoy that and just kind of take it for what it is and get to know it. And even if you don't really care for it in the beginning, I feel like after a while you will care for it. Like, for instance, the swipe up to get home. I mean, at first I thought it was kind of weird, you know, it takes some getting used to. It took a good 24 hours or so. I was still reaching for the home button, but you know, after that time went by, it really wasn't that bad. You know, you swipe up and you're used to it. It just takes time, and before you know it, you realize that you never really needed a home button, to be honest. Since we're getting on Touch ID and home button, let's talk a little bit about Face ID. Face ID. Mixed emotions. So I do have trouble with it every now and then. I've heard a few people say that they have trouble with sunglasses. Certain sunglasses indeed do give me issues. But it really is only, I'd say, when I'm driving, if my phone is set up and I look over and I have my sunglasses on and the sun just so happens to be glaring in, yes, it will create some type of reflection that your phone makes it difficult to sense your eyes. I've heard many people say, one including iJustine, to go into your phone and just reset your Face ID. I have reset my Face ID twice, and I've done it in different lighting both times, and lighting, I would say, is a big part of it. If your face is not well lit when you're sensing your face, when it is well lit up, I mean, it's obviously going to seem a little bit different. So lighting, I feel like, is a huge part when setting up your Face ID. However, once you get it set up and you're used to it, it's great. This is so random, but I know there's people out there who use their phone in the shower. There's lots of people who use their phone in the shower. I use mine mainly for music. But when you're in the shower, obviously your hands get wet and you go to use the Touch ID and it becomes unresponsive because of the water. So with Face ID, you just pick up your phone, tap or raise to wake, and it instantly sees that you're looking at it, and then you can swipe, go through your music, do as necessary. And to me, Face ID has really increased the use of my phone, and it's made it more user-friendly in my opinion. However, I have heard of some people returning their iPhone 10 because it's not for them. They miss the Touch ID, and that's fine. You do you. However, you're gonna have to get used to it eventually, from what I've read. Another big thing, one of my favorite qualities of the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8 now is wireless charging, which, yes, I know, wireless charging, it's been a thing for a very long time. However, I'm an Apple user. Not that I don't like Samsung products and when regular Windows computers, or, you know, I mean, I've had my fair share of those products as well, but Apple was never something that my parents used growing up, and it was always something that I look forward to using as an adult. And now that I am an adult and I can afford my own products, that's just my choice. It's my choice to choose Apple, and like most people say, what you're paying for is a user face. It's the iOS, the OS software, and you pay for it because you know it's gonna work. Basically, that's all it is. And yes, it's more expensive. However, I do think it pays off in the long run. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Let's get back to wireless charging. Wireless charging is great. It's great. Chargers are expensive. They can get very expensive. The ones that Apple is advertising right now, the Belkin and Mophie, they run for $60 to $70 a piece, which, I mean, that's pretty outrageous for a charger. Originally, I bought a $10 charger off Amazon, and I will say, I mean, it works. It does what it needs to do, and I use it at nighttime, so it's not. I use it at nighttime, so the charging time isn't really necessary. I mean, I'm asleep when it's charging, and when I wake up, it's full. But I have noticed during the day when I charge my phone, it's very, very slow. It takes a full 4 to 5 hours to get a full charge from maybe 20-30%. Although, for any of you who are wondering, wireless charging is not necessary. That's not the only way you can charge your iPhone 10 or your iPhone 8. The lightning cable port is still there. Still there. So if you need to charge your phone while you're using it, plug it in. Just plug it in. Hi. Nothing's changed there. Plug it in. Great. Long story short, I really do enjoy my iPhone 10. I had an iPhone 7 Plus after my iPhone 6, and I always said that I would have a Plus model phone after that, but with the extended screen size, I mean, you're really not losing any screen at all, and in my opinion, it fits better in my hand. I have big hands. I'm 6'3", in case anybody doesn't know. I have very large hands, and this is just so much easier for me to use one-handed. I mean, I have a spot in my car right in my dash where it fits in perfectly. The Plus phone didn't fit there, so for navigation, this is just ideal. It's a great phone. it's a great phone. If you're looking to upgrade and you want the best of the best, and you want some cool facial recognition, and I mean, Animoji's pretty awesome too. However, I'm not gonna demo that for you guys because it's a little weird to see yourself doing. If you're interested and willing to pay the money, upgrade to the 10. If you're not, but you still want a newer phone that's got great qualities and wireless charging, the 8 is for you. I'm kind of jealous that that gold color wasn't available on the iPhone 10 because it looked really good. Maybe next year. It's a great phone. I'm enjoying it, and I think it's well worth the money, as are the Apple cases. If you've never bought an Apple case, I know they're expensive, they're worth it. Buy you a silicone one, they feel great, they look great, it's a great way to go. I think that's all I have for you guys. I've just been rambling, and I gotta get my day going. It's only 12 o'clock, 12:14, and I've already shot a video, so maybe I'll go edit, or maybe I'll go have some margaritas. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.